Alright, so hello everyone and welcome to another Deadburg video. It's been a while. I meant to do these things earlier, so let's start with what this is. This is every melee weapon in the game, including in these crates. I just did them where it alternated colors. And so basically, I made a creative world just to do this, so these four weapons and this all do 12 damage. I'm basically going over what's the weakest and what's the strongest weapon, eventually. Like, and what would be your most reliable if you were going to get a certain level of strength. And, let's see, I think eventually you only can craft crowbars, so that does actually benefit crowbars. Let me just check this. No, you could craft shovels eventually. Simple axes would be basically your best by the looks of it. No, medium sledge maybe. Yeah, medium sledge. Because eventually you can't craft anything other than barbed sledgehammer actually would be good. Yeah. Basically, the barbed sledgehammer would be your best weapon if you were only getting crafted weapons left. So, yeah. So, with all of these five weapons, they all do 12. Uh, you don't use the screwdriver for attacking, though, that I will say. It has a better purpose, so it's probably something where it's not the worst. It's the worst weapon, besides your fists, which do less damage. But then you get into the crowbar, shovel, sledgehammer thing, and those all do 15. I can even show off the shovel right there. And the shovel is probably the worst of the three to make, I think. In terms of like upgrades, maybe it's the right. Yeah, the razor shovel isn't bad, but getting schematics is easy. Eventually you'll run out of the ability to gain schematics, so the barbed sledgehammer would eventually be your best bet, being at 45, which is the same as the heavy sledge. But these three are pretty decent. All all things considered, they're going to be your starting weapons. They also allow you to break blocks. But then you get into the simple axe. The simple axe does 5 more damage. I think it has a slower attack rate, but it's overall going to get better one-shot potential, which is why it's higher here in this case. And then the medium sledge does 30. And the medium sledge breaks blocks in 2 hits, does obviously base 30 damage, which is better than the rest of these in this row and the screwdriver. But then you get into the heavy sledge, which is 45, which is also the same as the barbed sledgehammer, which the barbed sledgehammer probably will be your best bet for. Like, I don't know how much the barbed sledgehammer does in damage to blocks. I think I have an extra. Yes, I do. Does it do the same as... It looks like the same as a medium in terms of damaging blocks. So, let me check. Okay, I double crafted because I set it up that way. So, yeah, it's the same as a medium sledge. It's harder to tell, but it's literally just worse than the heavy in terms of breaking blocks, but it's better than the medium at as a whole. There. So, didn't actually know that personally. Then you get the battle axe and the razor shovel, which do 60 base. And you're starting to get into better options. They take schematics, so unfortunately they won't be as good unless I'm mistaken about the battle axe. Let me get the battle axe pulled up. Yeah, the battle axe takes a schematic, but it takes two simple axes, which makes it worse than the razor shovel in terms of cost effectiveness. But still. Unless I'm wrong. Simple axe, 4 of everything, shovel, and then razor shovel. Yeah, I think the razor shovel might actually be a better weapon as a whole. 6. Okay, never mind. It's definitely the battle axe in terms of cost, but still, you get a better improvement on the razor shovel between the two, and then you get that's the razor shovel. Did I go? Okay, slicey stick and spike bat, and then bitball bat. All of those do 75, as you probably barely saw. And doing 75 is kind of how this goes with a lot of weapons. They're not bad, but they're not amazing. Well, for what you can do, because you can get way higher. And like 75 is definitely a great damage. I think the upgraded weapons here require you to be a certain level as well. I forgot about that bit. But by the time you're running out of resources, you will definitely have all of these. So then you get into the Shockbar, which does 88. I don't know how much damage these do to the ground. Let me check. If you can. Okay, so basically any of the upgrades seem to do a lot of damage to the terrain. So Shockbar does that, and then you get into 90 for the Scissor Hammer, which is really nice because you can just. It doesn't get any more breaking power, but it triples in damage, which of the medium sludge, which is a fantastic boost because the shovel, of course, quadrupling is even better in percentage, but going from 30 to 90 is a big jump still. But then you get into the second strongest weapon in the game, which is not even the upgraded heavy sledge, which is the hammer fork, is the upgraded heavy sledge, which I have one right here. Basically, instantly breaks blocks and does 130, which fantastic. Not the strongest in the game, but definitely really good. Makes it actually worth using for breaking blocks. Then you get to the Glass Club, which is much more limited. Let me just get another golf club. And let's get a medium sledge. Let's go. Actually, I don't need to go out here, do I? No, I do, to copy you. So you need a street light for this, which is why it's much more limited. Okay, then we go melee, not ammo. Where is the there's the Glass Club. So the Glass Club I just double crafted, which can only break glass things, but it does 150 damage, which is the highest in the game for melee weapons. And if you have increased crit damage from intelligence and you go strength, you're going to be doing so much. Like 600 damage here. You can do 1,000 if you're lucky. But basically, if you do like surgeon plus intelligence and then do strength, you're going to be doing easily an insane amount. And that's a fantastic thing. You know, so everything has 1,000 durability, so don't even really care about that. But doing this much damage, like the Glass Club, I don't know when you get it as an option, but you should always make it when you have an option to. I don't think you can make street lights, unfortunately. Let's see. Wood spike trap, steel spike trap, composite spike trap, crate, red crate, blue crate. Let me get more scrap wood. I have a bunch in here. Green, gray, green, large. Okay, yeah, no, you can't make any of the lights, unfortunately. But definitely useful to have all of these. And yes, the Glass Club is really good, but limited by breaking ability. Don't use it for breaking blocks. If you do, you're just wasting durability. But you do so much damage with this since it's a... And you should only craft it once you get somebody with Artisan rank 10, I'd say. Because that actually means a lot. But 600 damage, just off of a crit, that's actually a big amount. So if you were going like crit strength build, Glass Club, for sure. So yeah, I think that'll wrap things up for this short video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.